Good morning, mommies of every varieties. We've got mommies, we've got dog mommies, we've got friend mommies. We have got all the mommies on our show. Happy Mother's Day. Welcome back. We had a really good Mother's Day. We are going to talk about it with you in a moment. But first, here's the rundown. We as a community raised $115,000 over the weekend for the moms and children detained at the Dilley Detention Center. So we are talking to Kelce Revkin, the executive director and co-founder of Each Step Home, who we partnered with to talk about the success of that campaign, because that was crazy to see. We couldn't believe how incredible our community is. Then Tony Hinchcliffe catches fire at the Kevin Hart roast. Chelsea Handler, our girl, who, by the way, also records.
Well, I don't think we should say that on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
We just won't clip it.
We won't clip it. Okay. Chelsea Handler goes after Tony Hinchcliffe, and everybody loves to see it. Then I'm so excited. I'm like actually a little starstruck because we don't even know who this person is. Celebrity gossip creator, the woman who upended the tabloid industry, Deuxmoi, you know her from the internet, is here to talk all the celeb gossip with us. Spencer Pratt, Euphoria. I want to ask her about Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's little, what looks like a tiff in a van. So we got lots to talk about today, but let's get into it. So here's what happened. Just as a reminder, if you're a watcher of the show, we had Representative Joaquin Castro on the show a couple weeks ago. He is a representative who helped get the little boy, Liam Conejo Ramos, out of the Dilley Detention Center, the little boy in the blue bunny hat. He came on, he talked to us about Dilley, and he said the best way you can help people in there is by filling their commissaries. So Meredith, my little genius over here, goes and does some digging, looks into it, and
I called Dilley, and the person I spoke to was very nice to me. I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, and gave you the information that you needed.
Yeah.
Well, so two things we found out. One, we found out that there is no safe drinking water at Dilley. And so they have to buy the drinking water out of their commissaries, out of their own pocket. And we were like, that's, I think, a crime against humanity, but like also just like horrifying. And so Meredith found a nonprofit that puts money directly into these commissaries. And we decided to partner for Mother's Day because we were like, this is unacceptable that this is happening.
I'll also say the markup on this water is crazy. I think it's $30 for a case of 24 waters, which like if you go to Vons right now, you can get a case of water. That's our grocery store here, you guys, for like $5.
Well, I do want to say Kelce and I talked on the phone yesterday and she said because of pressure from the public, it's been reduced to $9.
No way.
Yes. So also, by the way, that means like your advocacy matters, and your advocacy matters here because also, and we're going to bring her on.
$9 is still too much. So we'll talk about that later.
$9 is still insane. But it's insane that it's not free because water is a human right, like by international law. But also, $115,000 between Thursday and Sunday evening. And that was all, not all, but vast majority small dollar donations. So that means you guys who watch this show, who subscribe to the show, who see us, by the way, drop a comment if you're watching on YouTube, put money towards the moms and children at Dilley, and we raised $115,000. So welcome to the stage, Kelce Revkin, executive director, co-founder of Each Step Home, our brilliant partner. Hi, Kelce.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being with us today. We are just so grateful that an organization like yours exists.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that's really struck people is just the reality of what every day is like at Dilley for these women and their children. And so we were wondering, can you tell us a little bit about what you hear from these women about what they're facing on a day-to-day basis?
Oh, it's horrible. The water is such a big deal. We hear that they spend all their money on water and phone calls. One mom said, "Thank you so much for the commissary money. I'm buying water, oatmeal, and phone calls." And so many of them say they have no one on the outside to help them. And this really makes a huge difference. We had some moms say they bought their kids some candy bars for their birthday. Oh yeah, that's such a great note. And they say it's a difficult time, but it really makes a difference.
Yeah. I know. I like the other piece of this is just the phone calls. And I have been looking at what a flight costs to get down to San Antonio, which is like the closest airport, but it's not a major airport. And so, like, I'm guessing like most people can't have family come visit them because it's just astronomical price. You also don't know how long necessarily someone's going to be there. It's not like when someone's incarcerated and you're like, well, they're there for the next 8 years. So I know whatever. So I guess my other question to you is, what else can we be doing to support these women right now?
So what else can we be doing is you can call your Congress member. You had Joaquin Castro on the phone or on the show, and he has visited it several times, and he's been able to talk about what he's been able to advocate for the people in there and report what it's like. And he has then brought other Congress members. So every Congress member should come out and speak against the detainment of children. Also, you can share our stories. We're at Each Step Home on Instagram, and we post about what the conditions are. These are some of the moms we help that you're showing on the screen, detained with her 3-year-old son. She just wanted to buy him something for his birthday. It's a mom who was separated from her 9-year-old U.S. citizen daughter who cries because she misses her mom. Some of these stories we hear about, the moms who are in there who are separated from their kids, just break our heart. Some of them were breastfeeding their babies. And they had to have a pump brought in because they got sick, and breast duct infections from not being able to nurse, not to mention their babies got sick. It's so sad. Detained with her 8-year-old autistic son who would only eat Fruit Loops that she can buy in the commissary. The Fruit Loops are $1.40 per meal for like those little
boxes.
I know exactly. Yep.
I mean, it's just
plus you have to buy milk.
Right.
You have to buy. That's one of the things that I wanted to talk about really quick, is just like to give our audience a sense. Like, one of the things you mentioned to me on the phone yesterday is like, because, they have to use the commissary to call, like women were able to call their children if they were separated. And then also another thing we talked about was formula, which I hadn't thought about. Our friend Dr. Sarah Orrick brought it up. Can you talk a little bit about that? Like there was a baby in there who like was drinking the formula with the bad water.
Yeah, there was a 2-month-old baby in Dilley, and they gave her formula, but she had to use the tap water to mix it with because she had no one on the outside. And the baby got uncontrollable diarrhea, which is very dangerous for a 2-month-old baby. It's very dangerous for any baby. And it was tragic. That baby ended up getting very sick, ended up getting all these respiratory diseases, and ended up having to go to the hospital. This was in a court declaration about the water. The other thing is they get rashes from the showers because the water is so bad in the showers, and also because the only soap they give them, in soap, shampoo, anything, is this really harsh, strong, astringent soap. And they break out in hives from showering. But in the commissary, they can buy lotion for their rashes, and they can buy softer soap and shampoo and conditioner. They have to buy toothbrushes.
It's crazy. It's just sort of like these basic necessities that you would think just, of all things. So before we let you go, we raised $115,000 together, this community of I think it's like a lot of women who care about other women who felt helpless hearing this story. How much will that money, like, tell us how far that money will take people? Like, what's going to happen to that money over the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, so that will last us about 5 weeks, maybe a little longer, as we just fill as many commissary accounts as we can. They can easily spend $100 a week, and it's just, and we know about 160 in Dilley. We know there are 400 people in Dilley right now, but we only have the names and commissary numbers of about 160. Mm-hmm. And so we'll just keep filling them as we can.
Is there a way that we can try to find out that those other folks, like maybe we can put this out there more and let people know, like, hey, if you can send us names or advocates and cross-check those lists so we can be getting every single person who's at Dilley.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We have a lawyers and advocates who have been sending us names and commissary numbers, and it's been great. And that's how we've gotten this list that we have. And the number fluctuates as people are released or deported and new people come in. We've been seeing so many new people come in every day. We're at hello@eachstephome.org, or you can just go to our website and click contact us.
Amazing.
Okay. Thank you so much
you
for joining us
Yeah.
today. We are so grateful for you, and we look forward to continuing to partner with you and keep sharing all of these stories with our community.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay.
you, Casey.
Bye, Casey.
Also, by the way, you might notice that the girls are wearing the Moment Live sweatshirts. We've got merch. And by the way, these are so, so comfortable. And the reason that I'm telling you this now is because for our first week of sales for sweatshirts, the sales are going to go to the commissaries at Dilley. We've got a QR code in the corner if you want to get that. And like, they really are they're like those like good, heavy, cozy material. Like it is a good sweatshirt. And this week, the money is going to go to Dilley, to the women at Dilley. So
yeah, I know. I'm really glad that we're doing this. I spent a lot of time looking at sweatshirts because I was like, I love a good sweatshirt, and I
Yes.
didn't want something that, didn't feel comfortable. I was like, I want something that people want to buy.
Yes.
So anyway, it's really nice. You can buy it online. I'll be sharing the link on Instagram today too. But like I said, like Rebecca said, all the proceeds will go to Dilley this week, which I think is, to fill up those accounts. And we'll keep working on, just continuing to platform that organization and what they're doing and getting more names and all that stuff, because I feel like it's the least that we can do.
It's the least we can do. I also I think you guys are our audience who's been here. I didn't realize until this weekend just how powerful you all were. Like I really we couldn't believe it. We were like,
I know.
whoa.
I know.
Our audience is here and they care and we can mobilize together. Like I said, it was like, it wasn't $1,000 donations. It was like $50 donations, which means that there were so many of you who showed up. And I just, wow, y'all are amazing. Buy yourself a sweatshirt. You're part of an incredible community. But let's talk about more fun things.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
listen, let's talk a little bit about what happened at the Kevin Hart roast, because Chelsea Handler and Tony Hinchcliffe, aka Kill Tony, aka someone who was rejected from the Alliance of Magicians. That's what he looks like.
Is that true?
Well, no, he's got like magician energy.
No, that was good.
I've used it before. But anyway, it was during the roast of Kevin Hart, and Chelsea Handler had a joke about Tony Hinchcliffe. And the thing that I really got, I mean, I guess I knew of Kill Tony because it's this thing in the comedy world where basically like people get to get up and like tell one joke or something.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess like is in a way, I think is like a pretty smart business model in 2026 of like, hey, what's a show that's going to make people show up? What's a show that's like different?
Clippable.
Right, exactly. And like you do have to give credit there. But what I think a lot of people really know Tony Hinchcliffe from is his disgusting comments about Puerto Rico at a Trump rally right before the election. Like,
yes,
it was like very close. And that's why I think it also like hit so hard, because it was like, oh, Trump, you're aligning with this guy.
And it was at Madison Square Garden, which during the 1930s, there was a big Nazi rally at Madison Square Garden. This is like a famous, oh, you didn't know about this? I think in 1939, like America does not love Jews. This is like a big Nazi rally at Madison Square Garden. And so Trump had his last big rally before the election at Madison Square Garden. And everybody was like, this feels. And so there was a lot of like chatter about that. And then he comes on stage and says like terrible things about Puerto Rican people. And so like,
also like New York, which I would say is like this extension of Puerto Rico in a lot of ways. Like it's probably got the largest Puerto Rican community obviously Puerto Rico, part of the United States. It's a complicated thing. But I saw the joke that Chelsea Handler made, which was basically a joke at Tony Hinchcliffe about the fact that he, loves Trump, probably doesn't want to get drafted, but will go to the Middle East to do the Riyadh Comedy Festival, which that was a huge hot button issue.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She
I know,
hit
it was
him
like
with
so many jokes in one thing. Yeah.
And so she was like, oh, you Trump supporter, you don't want to go to Iran? Boom. You want to go to the Middle East for your shitty comedy show? Boom. Like,
I wonder if our girl Megan Gailey wrote that.
Oh,
Not that Chelsea didn't write it herself, but Megan does a lot of writing for Chelsea for events. But anyways, we love Megan Gailey. I was thinking we should send her a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
But the thing that I was thinking about,
Yeah, you're a comedian. What did you think?
well, it's a really funny joke.
Yes.
And I think what's interesting here is, we were all supposed to laugh at the Puerto Rico thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Please clap.
right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, no, when people were offended by it, I was offended by it.
It was-
I have several
Go ahead,
friends who are from Puerto Rico, or they are like, you're not first gen because like you are, but like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
No, I
like,
get it. Yeah.
Anyway, my grandmother also lived in Puerto Rico. People are always like, wait, I'm like, no, not like, but I was really horrified by it. So I think it's really hard when you then clap back at people and say, oh, you're a snowflake because you didn't think that the Puerto Rico joke was funny. And it's like, well, if you're not laughing about the Riyadh Comedy Festival joke, then like,
he looked really uncomfortable.
pissed.
He looked pissed. I also will say, so like the thing about the Puerto Rico joke, and I don't know if you saw it, is like the jokes that he made at Chelsea Handler were like basic ass Jew jokes.
yeah, I know.
Like that's the thing is like, I don't think it's like not just that like snowflakes. It's like, oh, he makes jokes, like ethnic jokes that are like so tired and old and repetition.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not
Like
even
the Puerto
original.
Rico joke's not funny.
It's not funny.
That's the thing. These jokes are not funny.
Yeah.
And then,
But Chelsea Handler's joke was funny.
but here's the thing. If he had taken that joke with a laugh,
Yes,
then
exactly.
like, first of all, like he does cheap jokes, but like if you take the shot with a laugh, here's the thing I don't get. Like, what the fuck are these roasts anyways? Because like
I know.
that's it's the roast of Kevin Hart, but like
But
half
they all
the thing
roast
was,
one another.
I know. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I think they're all too scared to roast Kevin Hart. I think they're like, oh shit, I might want to be in a Kevin Hart movie soon.
That's so
Like,
true.
you know what
That's
I
so
mean?
true.
Because I heard one Kevin Hart joke.
Yeah, I didn't hear many. Did you see Pete Davidson also went after Tony Hinchcliffe? Did you see?
Thank fucking God.
It was like we had like played with clips a little bit, and like the joke that he made, I was like, whoa, that's like I don't know.
Did you hear his Charlie Kirk joke?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, is there another? But here's the thing. This morning, I saw all of Charlie's pals. They were very upset about that one. And this is the thing. You guys, like, you're the same ones who, like, if
Yeah.
we talk about something that Charlie Kirk said, I mean, even when he was alive, like you'd be like, he's kidding, he's joking, the president's funny. That
Right.
like, so I think it's
like
really
who
hard
gets to joke, who doesn't get to joke.
right.
Yeah.
And I think like what we're losing here is like the art of a good joke too.
Oh, say more.
Well, I think like a good joke, like, Tony Hinchcliffe, like there's not a lot of things you can make fun of him for because he's just like a white dude. But like if she made a really like like now I'm doing like whataboutism, but let's
Yeah.
pretend he was a black man.
Yeah.
And she'd made a joke that was like really
Distasteful.
like that. Like that wouldn't be cool.
No.
She's a white woman, right?
Yeah.
But she makes a joke about the president that he supports, right?
The Iran War.
The Iran War, which just exists, which like nobody wants to get fucking drafted.
That's
right.
yeah.
Like that's the thing. And then she makes a joke about the comedy festival that you did. Like there's no part of his like lived
Personhood,
experience or
yes.
anything like
Right.
that that's offensive there.
Right. They're his
So-
choices
Right.
that she's cementing.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think that's just like, I don't think you can really I've had this conversation with somebody recently. Like you can't be a good comedian if you can't laugh at yourself.
Yes, 100%. That's yeah. Netflix as a joke is happening here in LA. And I haven't seen a clip, but I saw somebody say that John Mulaney at a West Side Comedy Club made a joke about RFK Jr. And all this to say is like, it is interesting to see these comedians. Like, I haven't seen this yet. It's like this like backlash to the administration and the people who supported them. Like, it's starting to become an acceptable mainstream joke. And like, I don't know, I think that that's great. It's like cement it, cement it. It is funny, like this is funny.
Yeah. I mean, I think that like, I do think like in a lot of the rooms right now, though, if you like, because I feel like I see like a fair amount. Like,
You're in the comedy space.
There's not as much as I should be. That's a whole other issue. But there's a lot of like anti-Trump talk going on in the rooms.
Okay.
Of big names.
Okay.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
a lot of anti-Trump talk going on. Like, I'm not surprised that John Mulaney is like in material, like
Okay.
working out shit on Trump.
Yeah.
I also think that John Mulaney is very I think Olivia Munn, is probably like if RFK has no haters.
Yeah, that's
she's dead
so
because she's just
true.
become so passionate about breast cancer, which I fucking
Understandably
love.
so,
I'm an Olivia
yeah.
Munn apologist.
Mhm.
And I love what she's doing, but I think that if there is one person who's fucking in love with his wife, John Mulaney is obsessed with Olivia Munn.
Yep. I mean, like she's a hottie.
Oh my
you know?
God.
Like, come
I know.
on.
By the way, everyone always gets upset because they're like, he left Anna Marie Tendler. Dude, you guys, I have heard from multiple people that she's like a fucking asshole piece of shit. Like all these people who are like, you guys, like, I know it's too bad, but there are two sides to this story.
Well, that brings us to our next point, which
I'm gonna
is
get in trouble for that.
I mean, we love celebrity gossip on this show. If there's one thing, we love celebrity gossip.
Yeah.
And so I'm like dying excited for our guest today.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk
Who's
about
here
her.
today. You guys, you know Deuxmoi. She has the only website that you need for all the hottest celebrity gossip, all the blind items. She's truly like changed the industry. You were saying this.
I think she is a true genius. Like as a girly who's been in media for a long time, Deuxmoi like upended an entire industry. I really am like, this girl's a genius.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's throw her up on the screen.
Hi, sorry, it's a black screen.
Oh my God, I know.
We don't even know who you are.
It's Anna Marie Tendler.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, wait, let's just go in hot. What have you heard about John Mulaney, Olivia Munn, Anne Marie Tendler?
Oh my God, so much.
That?
So much. I've heard so much about them. I used to post about John Mulaney all the time. So yes, she has a certain reputation. But also, you have to remember that when she was married to John Mulaney, he like put her through the ringer because he was in active addiction. He was allegedly like seeing sex workers. Like he definitely had like a kink that he would pay these sex workers to act out with him. So. Let's give her, a little bit of grace, but yes, I mean, I know she has a certain reputation. He also got sober, left her, and then married Olivia Munn and had 2 kids. So it's like, he didn't look back.
He seems happy.
I also I've heard, not to like, he said, she said, I've heard, I think actually through you, like he's good to service workers.
Well, I mean, now we know he's really good to service workers.
We go. Ba-dum-bum.
No, but okay, this is good to. Here's the thing. I think so many of these things, and I'm sure you deal with this too, is like people will be like, "Well, which side are you on?" And I'm like, "Well, they're all kind of awful." So I think it's like pick your poison.
Yes, the internet really wants creators to pick a side, and they get visibly angry and aggressive in the comment section if they don't, or they'll just pick a side for you. Like, they automatically assume I'm on Blake Lively's side in the whole Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively case. I've never said I was. They just assume it because I'll post something about it.
This is something I like about Deuxmoi is like, I don't know. You were like my celebrity tabloid. Is like, I don't know which side you're on. You're just like a great information gatherer.
That's the point. I mean, I strive to be that, but it doesn't matter because the mob, the internet mob will pick a side for you. So they think I'm getting paid by Blake Lively. They think I'm best friends with Amanda Petula. All of those things. None of those things are true.
Okay. Speaking of this, Alix versus Alix. We were are we going to wait longer for the On It response than we are Rihanna's next album?
I mean, people seem to think that she's going to talk about it in her Netflix show, which I think premieres at the end of the year. I think, I'm not sure. And that would be the smartest space for her to have a reaction because we're going to watch the show.
People are going to watch. And also Sophia Franklin's book comes out in November. And so like the timing, I feel like Alex Cooper has an avalanche coming for her.
I mean, listen, like I feel like she doesn't care. Like I was talking to my subs about this last night, and I really think that she obviously knew that the Vanity Fair article, which hasn't come out, I don't know if it ever will. It definitely wasn't like killed by Alex Cooper or her legal team or her publicist. So if you guys hear that rumor, that's not true.
Yeah.
But there are factors, I think, in why it may not ever come out. But obviously she got wind that was about to come out, and then she dropped this video sort of to switch the narrative over to her feud with Alix Earle, and it was actually fucking kind of genius, and I think it worked because I had heard that the article, it was in the works, and had she not dropped that video and like sort of swerved the narrative, they probably still would have been working on it, and maybe it would have came out, but it changed the course of everything, because then the Bloomberg article, came out before so she changed the course of everything with that one move, and it's fucking genius. Whoever told her to do it is really smart.
Right. Like either way, they're going to have to do some sort of rewrite at Vanity Fair. Like even if they're still running it, they're going to have to change just like the physical writing of it all. Okay. Speaking of Rihanna, this is one that I wanted to ask you. Any tea on, like, we saw that video and like, I don't know, I couldn't even tell. So after the Met Gala, there was a video that came out of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky looking like, I don't know, I didn't even get fight vibes, but the internet said fight vibes. What do you think? Are you getting any tea on like what the fight was? It also reminds me of like, remember the Met Gala where Beyonce and Jay-Z got into the Solange and Jay-Z.
Are you kidding? You remember? I watch that every morning. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, any tea on what they were fighting about?
Well, a well-placed source says that they weren't really even fighting, that they were just, I don't know, probably just having a conversation. She was exhausted. I think that they were staying at different hotels. So they went back, they got ready at different hotels.
Mm-hmm.
So that fed the narrative that they were fighting, because I think she winded up going back and he winded up staying out. But I heard that I heard it was nothing. It was a big nothing burger, and that she was in a good mood all night. Somebody who had seen her.
Say, if anybody saw me talking to anybody in a car, it would look like this, and people would be like, she's nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think, listen, they've been together a long ass time now too. And the thing that I love about Rihanna is like, she's not going to get on and fake it on the red carpet or anywhere. I think like she's very specific about when she's seen and when she engages. And so like, I think this is such a fucking nothing burger.
Yep.
It is. Okay. And then you get the lip readers, and they try to like, say that they're saying something that we don't really know if they're saying or not.
No, it just looked like they were having a conversation, just like not cuddled up together like people who've been married a long time.
Right.
Wait, speaking of which, I just came up with this question. May 29th, is Beyonce going to drop Act 3?
Oh, I have no idea. Her rock album?
Yeah.
That's what's next. I don't know. I haven't had Beyonce music info or leaks or intel since before Renaissance. And I knew that it was going to be in 3 acts, and I knew that it was going to be like she was doing something. I think, did she do something with Dolly Parton? She was supposed to do,
yes.
She did. Yeah. So I knew all of that, and I knew Act 3 was going to be rock, but I have the trail has gone cold. People have stopped sending me beyond that. Like I even forgot that she was supposed to drop something new, but I'm not sure. I haven't had a music leak since Sabrina Carpenter and Madonna, which
it was
kind of recent, but that was confirmed to me that it was happening before it came out. And then the fact that Madonna was going to show up at Coachella with Sabrina was also leaked, and Coachella, like the festival, was like pissed that I was posting this shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I truly think you're such a genius. So I want to talk about your genius in a minute, but we have other celebrity gossip we want to ask you about.
Okay. Jacob Elordi and Kendall Jenner.
Ooh.
Is this really happening?
Yes, I'm changing my stance based on information I received in the past 48 hours. I'm changing my stance. I'm changing my stance to they are dating.
Ooh.
Okay.
And there's a very probable chance that they're together as we speak right now.
Maybe watching the moment with Deuxmoi.
Yeah, I think probably. So do you think, okay, like we saw, I feel like the Kardashians have this machine where it's like they were all dating athletes, they were all dating musicians. Then Kylie does Timothy, and at first we were all skeptical, but like they seem happy together.
They're little freaks.
They're little freaks, and they're out at award season. Do you think this Jacob Elordi thing is real? Did it happen because there was so much success with Timothy and Kylie, or is it just like, hey, he's hot?
I mean, I don't think the Jenner girls are that like plan things out like that. Like I know everyone thinks that the Kardashians do that, but I think the two younger ones just sort of live their life. Now, did Kendall look at her sister and was like, I want to date an A-list actor?
Right.
I don't know, maybe, but I think it did happen in a natural way, and they probably just like ran into each other in LA, struck up a fondness with one another, started hooking up, and now they're dating. Yeah. I don't think it's as contrived as like people are going to
when you put it this way of like, my sister started dating an actor, and so I was like, maybe I want to date an actor. I'm like, that's the most sister thing I've ever heard. Like, that's
also, like, they're both hot. They're both rolling in the
tall.
same circles. Okay. Speaking of people who are together, though, do you think that Kylie and Timothy have do we think there could be marriage? What do you think?
God, people ask me this question literally every week, and I don't answer it because I'm going to be honest with you. I've never heard anything. Like I don't like to give my opinions. I usually like to base my answers on intel, and I've received zero intel on this. So when I was like 10 toes down that Taylor and Travis were going to get engaged before they got engaged, that's because I had a lot of sources like coming to me and telling me that this was the situation. With Kylie and Timothy, I don't have any of that. So until I hear until somebody that like I trust, or a trusted source, or somebody with knowledge of their relationship, comes into my DMs, or I'm having a conversation with them and they say, these two are, they're talking about and getting engaged. Same with Harry and Zoe. 10 toes down that Harry and Zoe were going to get engaged. That's because people were telling me that, and I was getting a lot of intel about that. Kylie and Timothy, nothing. So I don't know is what I say. I like to keep it real. I'm not going to come up with some answer just to, please
people, right?
Please the masses, but I honestly don't know. Now, I have heard in the past that they did like semi-cohabitate together.
Ooh,
so that's the only thing I've heard about their relationship. Besides the fact that they're very much in love and they have a great relationship, that's the only thing that I've heard, only detail I've heard about their relationship is that they were practically living together at one point. I don't know if it's still that same arrangement now, but engagement talk, I have nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How do you develop your sources? Like, is this like something that you do? Like, I'm just curious. I know you can't like tell us all of your secrets, but is it just like people DM you and you verify them?
Well, it's at this point, I've been doing this for over 6 years, like pretty consistently, 7 days a week, like 12 hours a day. So I've definitely, I've known Meredith for a long time. I feel like, quote unquote, known, like, for years. Like at this point, if we really like counted it, I've probably known you for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but like I kind of figure out who I can trust and who I can't trust.
Yeah, of course.
Like the intel that I get, like there are people that like you'll be like, oh, they were trustworthy for a while and now they're not.
Yeah, that's true.
And also like the patterns. Like I think that's the other thing is like to me, Deuxmoi, you seem like somebody who picks up on patterns really quickly.
Yep.
And I think that also like helps not that you're going to give opinions like on not having intel, but like your ability to sort of discern what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely at this point, like I said, like because I've been doing this for so long, have developed relationships with certain people.
Yep.
And some of those people are just like normies, they're not celeb, they're not celeb adjacent, they're not celeb related. Maybe they sort of orbit in that world. And then there are definitely people that I've developed relationships who are in that world, who are deep in that world.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a mix. And then there's the random people that will just drop in with like a one-time only piece of information that's like amazing, but when I feel like, I think that my audience knows, like, if I'm really, steadfast about something that it's coming from a good source.
Yes. Yeah. I like thoroughly trust. I'm like, if Deuxmoi says it, it's real.
Yeah. And if I say I don't know, I don't know.
You don't know.
Right, you're not like bullshitting them.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what are you hearing about how behind the scenes was filming Euphoria this season? Because a lot of people are saying like Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney hate each other.
Yeah.
It's blah blah blah.
Okay, so I've literally like done multiple reach outs to my audience and been like, please, if anyone has any information, because, you know, different people work on different seasons. Like I had people who came to me in season 1 and 2 who were extras, who were like on set, who had given me intel, but it's not necessary. It's not going to be those same people that were on season 3. So I like for that show, I really didn't have someone that I could like consistently go back to and get information on. So I had to literally like do public outreach to see if anyone would come back with any intel, and nobody ever did. And I've talked about it multiple times. So that also leads me to believe that it's just fan-made theories about the cast hating each other. Now, do I think Zendaya was like over it? Yes. 150%.
Yeah.
I do. And I think that she's besties with like the cast. No, I think that she probably considers herself in a little bit of a different like career trajectory than some of the people that are on the show, and maybe want to separate herself from that. Or maybe she just doesn't have anything in common with some of the people, some of her cast members personally. But, you know, nobody, but this is what people need to understand, the general public, which they don't. They're coworkers. They don't need to be best friends.
That's right.
Like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is best friends with all of their coworkers? Like, it's crazy to me.
No, but like, I mean, you think about how many people you work with too in a set like that. And it's like, you might be like the closest with like, you know, your makeup girl.
That's
or
right.
something.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
that's the other piece of it. Like, and the
Yes.
other thing too, if you're actually watching this season of Euphoria, Zendaya isn't in a lot of scenes with Sydney Sweeney. Like, she's actually mostly in scenes with other people who are new to the series completely. And so I think that's another part of it. Like, a lot of times people will be like, yeah, like we weren't even like, I'll hear people talk about Mad Men. They'll be like, yeah, like we were never even on set together.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that makes sense. Well, okay. Can we just ask you a little Taylor and Travis as we close you out here?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you hearing about the wedding? Is it really happening in New York?
Okay. So I've heard so much about the wedding. Like after the July 3rd New York date was made public, I obviously did have people tell me like, yes, that's when it is. But I have to be honest with you, I still don't fucking believe it. Like I still don't believe it. I know I'm probably wrong. I don't know why she would have a wedding in a place like New York City, even if she's like busing people or flying people out of the city to another location on a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Now, I know that people will argue it's July 4th in the city. Like it clears out. There won't be anyone there. But it's still New York City. It's still a place that's for paparazzi and security really, really easy for them to like get pictures. And I don't even mean pictures of her. I mean pictures of her guest.
Right.
We see one picture of the Haim sisters July 2nd in New York City. That's it. Like people are going to be flocking to the city. It's just such a security risk to me. Now that's just, again, I like to say I don't like to give my opinion, but this is my opinion because I've heard the July 3rd. I've heard New York. I also had literally, and I'm not exaggerating, 200 people or more messaged me when June 13th was going around. June 13th in Rhode Island, swear up and down that was the date. And Taylor had bought out the Ocean House in Rhode Island, and their friend's friend was the bride that Taylor paid. It's like, I don't know.
I don't mean to be mean, but like the Ocean House is where I would get married. You guys,
100%.
like Taylor Swift is not getting married at the Ocean House. That's like way too normal. And also I think Rhode Island, just like, you know, knowing the area in Rhode Island that she has the Watch Hill house is like not an easy place either to like fly in lots of people. I wonder where the nearest like private airfield is that could like handle the type of jets that they would have. But I also love this as just like chaos theory. It's like maybe this is Taylor's team being like, I want all of these people to go spread this rumor and all of these people to spread this rumor. And meanwhile, we're going to get married in like Wyoming or something like that.
No, I think it is. Now, I was really steadfast on the Yellowstone Club. But after I talked to a couple of people who were members there and had seen Taylor and Travis like there, and they told me how the club sort of operates, I got off of that theory. That was my own personal theory in the way beginning. But I got off of that theory. I don't know. I guess it's freaking July 3rd in New York City. I don't know what else to say. Like, I can't believe it. It's like crazy to me. Like, I guess the thing is we're going to get a lot of pictures. Like I said, not if not of her, of her guests, because how do you contain people in New York City?
Look, Zendaya seemed to have gotten married and none of us knew or saw it happen. And
well, that's also another thing. Like, I heard that Zendaya and Tom Holland were supposed to get married this summer in Portugal, but I hadn't heard it from as many people as I'm hearing, like the Taylor and Travis stuff. And that turned out to be totally not true. So I don't know. Maybe they, like you said, maybe they float these things, you know, to throw people off, or like, it's like decoy dates. Like, I don't know. And I've had many conversations with people in the industry about this July 3rd New York City date. And it's just, I think it's kind of baffling to everyone. And, you know, somebody said to me, because I said, I can't believe that Entertainment Tonight, you know, because I think Daily Mail and Page Six were the first to sort of publish that date. And then Entertainment Tonight jumped on that bandwagon. And I said, I can't believe that a publication or a place like Entertainment Tonight would do that, would expose that, you know. And the person said, well, maybe her team and her publicist is happy with people believing that's the date because it's not the date.
I was going to say, I would watch a rom-com about a woman whose job it is to sow chaos around decoy weddings.
I'm sorry, but New York City too is like, that's like a rumor I would have made up in the 8th grade. I would have been like, yeah. So I think she's getting married in New York City. Dude, it has been so much fun having you. Yeah. We will have you back again soon if you will join us.
If you'll
everything you do. You are the best.
Thank you guys. You guys are killing it. I see your videos on TikTok all the time.
I'm going to send you tea. I'm going to send you. This is, I got.
Well, do you even know? Does she know? Do we want to say it?
I mean, we can say it.
No, we don't have to.
Yeah.
What? Oh my God.
I was once very highly placed with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex.
Oh, so you have good Meghan and Harry.
You got it.
Well, you guys are killing it. Keep killing it. Meredith, you're killing it. You're on a freaking roll, girl. Like, I see her videos. I'm like, whoa, someone lit a fire under your ass, because
I know.
I'm like, I cannot believe. I mean, go girl. No one's saying it like you are. So
thank you. That means
you're
a lot
brave.
from you. Thanks, friend. We'll see you later.
Okay, bye guys.
She's a genius.
So much fun.
So much fun.
So much fun.
I really love this idea of like somebody
decoy wedding.
Yeah, like somebody whose job it is, like some woman who like Zendaya and Taylor Swift and Zoe Kravitz all hire to like spread misinformation to make their weddings private. That's like genius.
Yeah.
Someone make this.
The only thing is, like, they're spreading them that they're just not believable enough too. Because you're like,
exactly.
New York City, like
which
yeah,
one
exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Like, well, I also think, and we didn't get to talk about this, but a lot of people will say like, oh, Taylor and Travis are going to be married forever.
Oh, totally. Unless she needs a divorce album.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, everything about them is stacked up for them to be married forever.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're going to turn into Faith Hill and Tim McGraw.
Totally.
Like,
totally.
They're going to live in Nashville.
Yes.
They're going to have 3 kids.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not that she won't keep performing and keep making music. She will, but I do think she'll slow down a little bit and he'll retire. And
there's also people that you're a little bit like who would they date after this? You know what I mean? Like, I remember when there were all these rumors about Michelle and Barack Obama divorcing, and like, who knows what's happening in their marriage, and like they've been married for a really long time. But I was also like, what's he gonna go date Jennifer Aniston?
Well, that's
like,
what everyone was saying.
No, I know. But I'm like, that feels.
I also think like with Taylor and Travis, like you look at just the track record. Neither one of them have been engaged before.
True.
Neither one of them have been, obviously, of course, married before. I think they'll be like 35, 36 by the time. Not that that's old, but like by that age, you like have a pretty solid foundation of who you are.
Yes.
And so it's just like everything about them, I think, is like And also too, like people are like, she dated a ton. I'm like, she didn't date that. Like
We just heard about all of her.
him.
Yeah.
But for the last like 8-9 years,
Yeah.
it's been pretty consistent who she's
Yeah.
dated.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I just think they have everything. Like if you were a couples therapist and you talk to them, you'd be like, well, what's your track record? You'd
Yeah.
probably be like, yeah, it seems like you guys are both ready for marriage.
And I also think that like people are rooting for them, which I would
Yes.
imagine is like more important than you'd think when you're a public facing figure. Like it must be
Yes.
hard, like Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's, like people are rooting for them
Yeah.
to work, like that nobody wants
I'm kind of
them.
rooting for Kylie and Timothy.
Oh, I'm totally rooting for
Yeah.
Kylie and Timothy.
Also, too, like I love when I can tell that two people are just little freaks.
Yes.
Like Taylor and Travis are little freaks because Taylor is a fucking weirdo and Travis is so obsessed with her. He'll go along with
That's
all her
true.
weird little shit. Like all her like fuck. It reminds me of Mike. Like I'm so lucky that I married Mike because like I married somebody who just lets me be
Do your
weird.
weird stuff.
Like,
yeah.
and I think that Travis is just like, I don't care that you're fucking weird. And like he doesn't care that she's
Yeah.
totally fucking weird.
Yeah, she's a weird
and
girl.
he doesn't care because he just likes her so much. And he's like, well, okay.
Yeah. Probably gets a kick out of it.
Yeah.
I know. I like little freak couples.
Yeah.
Speaking of little freak, tell me what you're having a moment. What's having a
Oh my
moment?
God.
little
Let's
freak?
talk about my little freak. Let's pull her up on the screen right now, you guys.
Hi, I'm Molly in Glendale, and I just want to say that it's so easy to go back through old footage and construct a news story that is so harmful and really hurtful to the people involved. I really feel for their spouses. You could take a tip from your friend Alan Jackson there, where you just do some real damage, but at the end of the day, they had an affair. It's not as if like they had 7 to 9 vodkas and backed into their spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend and, framed a bunch of innocent people that were witnesses in the case. It's not as if anything like that happened. I think we can forgive. I think we can forget and move on. And stupid joke, but things happen.
Yep. Clear references there to, I think she has strong opinions about the Karen Reed case. Okay.
Wait, tell people.
Okay,
tell people
so
what this
that was friend of the show, friend in real life, Molly McAleer, aka Big Molly, aka a lot of people know her from Hello Giggles, other things. Anyways, she is a huge Karen, or I guess I'd say like she wants justice for Karen Reed or justice for John O'Keefe, and so she went on TMZ where she was meant to talk about Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini, and instead she turned it into an opportunity to get on her soapbox and address Harvey Levin directly about his friendship with Alan Jackson. Alan Jackson is the attorney
yeah.
for Karen Reed, and he also for a brief moment was the attorney for Nick Reiner. But anyway, Molly got on TMZ and just went rogue, and I love the clip. And she said, "Oh, like, am I banned from ever coming back on the moment after what I did?" I'm like, "Are you kidding?
Are you kidding,
You're the
Molly?"
moment. Molly, we love you. And my favorite part of that entire thing is when he goes, "She's got strong opinions about the Karen Reed case."
She's clearly got a strong opinion. I know, yeah, you're definitely not banned from the moment, but you might be banned from TMZ.
Anyway, Mollz, we love you. I feel like you continue
She's so nuts
to forge a trail in media.
Yeah, for nutty women everywhere.
Yeah.
We love you. We love
What's
you.
having a moment for you?
Oh, mine is like so much more wholesome.
Oh God, at least it's not like wah wah.
Wah, wah. Yeah, no, I'm not bringing the mood down. It's just wholesome. I saw the movie Remarkably Bright Creatures on Netflix.
What's that about?
Okay, it's delightful. It's based off a book that I actually haven't read, but it was like a really popular novel. And this is like, just trust me on this. It's like a heart warmer. It's like reminds me of like a 90s movie you'd watch with your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so few of those movies. It's Sally Field is this like sad, lonely widow who spends her nights cleaning this aquarium and has this relationship with this octopus. And this octopus is like a narrator observer of the humans around him. And then this like rogue young guy comes to town looking for his long lost father and also starts working at the aquarium. And it is the journey between this old lonely woman and this young lonely guy and this octopus all trying to find their way home and back to one another. And it sounds cheesy, but like I was heartwarmed and like I don't know if you need a heart warmer. This is it.
It's so funny you say that because last night I was doing what I do best, which was watching TV while scrolling my phone.
Right.
And I saw a clip from a movie that I haven't seen in so long, and I can't remember the name of it, but it had Anna Chlumsky and Christina Ricci, and they play these girls that like go on an adventure to find gold.
Oh, I remember. Of course, I remember that. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I remember that.
And like,
yes,
I was like, dude, I fucking love that movie.
Yes,
I can't remember what it's called.
I remember
it's
Yep.
like
Gold Digger or something like that.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
I saw a
Gold
little clip
Rush.
from it, and again, it was like one of those movies that I was like, ooh, I loved that movie. It was like that wholesome 90s.
Yes.
But you guys, we have so much going on this week.
Yeah,
we want to
we
remind
really
you,
do.
we're so excited. Tomorrow, we are doing our first bonus episode with Julie Klausner. And like, you guys, I actually cannot believe that we have Julie Klausner coming on, because I have been such a fan of Julie for so long. And I just am really excited. And we're going to talk about this documentary called Thought Crimes, the story of the cannibal cop, which, by the way, like, it's one of, like, I was like, is this a show about tactile media? Like, there was so much that was happening
so much
in
to
this
it.
show.
I know.
In the documentary, I watched it again last night. I'd seen it before, but anyway, that's tomorrow. And that's going to be streaming live. And then Dr. Sarah Orrick's coming back on Friday to be in studio, and we'll do another wrap of the week. Oh, Gold Diggers!
I told you.
I remember there was this part where she danced on the boat to the Bee Gees. You should be dancing.
I have to go watch it again. Like,
yeah.
See, like 90s had like great wholesome movies that weren't cheap. Like, I mean, like they were a little cheesy, but it wasn't like they didn't talk down to you. And that's how I felt about Remarkably Righteous. As a reminder, sweatshirts are on sale now. If you buy them this week, all the proceeds go to the Dilley Commissary Fund. Thank you again to our amazing mommies. This community.
You guys fucking kicked ass.
You kicked ass. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, that's the best way to join us, because we're going to keep doing stuff like this where we bring you information and then help you do something with that information so it's not overwhelming. We're going to bring you amazing guests, amazing hot takes. Thank you to Gabby. Thank you to our executive producer, Vienna. Thank you to Deuxmoi for upending the tabloid industry. Thank you to
Casey.
Quimby for buying a sweatshirt.
Oh, thank you, Quimby. And also thank you to Casey.
And thank you to
because
Casey.
She did a lot of work behind the scenes this weekend to like keep us updated,
Each
keep us
step
going.
home.
It's so, I mean, I literally was introduced to her a week ago, and this is what we've done. So,
Unbelievable.
All right.
Each step home if you want to go there.
Yeah.
Thank
you guys.
you all.
Thanks for hanging out. Mwah. Bye.